I thought I would retire from that library. It was my dream job. The smell of the books, the laughter of the children, the creativity that flowed with every project. I had returned to the school district where I graduated from 15 years earlier. I was so excited to work with my former teachers and staff. It was a dream come true. I even built an interdisciplinary program with an amazing group of other teachers that made it to the local news, and my principal said it was the best thing that ever happened to that school. Then the call came. Budget cuts, no tenure, and just like that, I was out. I cried for weeks. I got another job, has a fresh start, right? Wrong. Because I didn't know this yet, until you learn to protect your peace, life will keep testing you on it. The new school was a high school, bigger budgets, more resources, fresh energy. It was just down the road in the next suburb over. It was known for its affluent neighborhoods and its high academic standards. But from day one, the department chair made it clear that she didn't want me there. I was not her choice of candidates for the position. She questioned everything I did, undermined me in meetings, made me feel like my enthusiasm was a threat to her. She said I was too social with both the students and the staff, and that I needed to settle down. I dreaded walking through the school library doors in the morning. For months, years, I swallowed it. I just said to myself, keep your head down. Don't make waves. You need this job. I became the peacekeeper, the good girl, the one who stayed quiet to keep everyone else comfortable. Sound familiar? Maybe for you, it's not a boss. It's a friend who drains you, or a family member who guilts you, a partner who dismisses you. But you stay, you smile, you perform, because somewhere along the way, you learned that keeping the peace was more important than you having your peace. It was 5 years later, but on that day, she crossed the line. She had discriminated against one of my students, a Black student, based on race. And something inside of me snapped, not in anger, in clarity. I spent years protecting jobs, protecting relationships, protecting everyone else's comfort except my own. But not this time. I went to the district and told the truth. And then I said, if nothing changes, I'm going to the media. That moment, as terrifying as it was, became the first real act of what I now call energetic boundaries. Not rebellion, alignment. I wasn't protecting my job anymore. I was protecting my peace. And here's what I learned. Peace isn't something you fight for after chaos starts. It's something you practice before it begins. So what are energetic boundaries? They are invisible lines that protect your peace. They're your internal agreements about what kind of energy you allow into your space, emotional, mental, intellectual. They're not walls. They're not coldness. They're not cutting people off. They're simply you saying, I matter too. Here's what strong, energetic boundaries look like. You stop explaining yourself to people who aren't listening. You don't need to justify your no. No is a complete sentence. You notice when someone's energy drains you, you create space. Not out of anger, out of wisdom. Your energy is sacred. You trust your body's signals. When your stomach tightens, when your shoulders tense, when you feel heavy after a certain conversation, your intuition is saying, this isn't aligned. You choose peace over performance. You stop showing up as the version of you that keeps everyone else comfortable and start showing up as the version of you that honors yourself. That's energetic boundaries. But boundaries are just the beginning. Because once you learn to protect your peace, the next level is learning to lead with it. That's what I call spiritual sovereignty. Spiritual sovereignty is when you stop outsourcing your power to other people's opinions and start trusting your own divine alignment. It's when you no longer need approval to move. You simply know when something is right because it feels like truth in your body. For me, the shift happened when I realized I had built my entire life around pleasing people, colleagues, bosses, friends, family, even strangers. Every time I silenced myself for someone else's comfort, I chipped away at my own power. Spiritual sovereignty is the reclamation of that power. It's saying I choose peace, presence, even protection on purpose. It's trusting intuition over authority. It's trusting faith over fear. It's knowing my voice matters, my vision matters, my version of success matters. The library chapter wasn't about losing a job. It was about an identity dissolving. I went from the good girl who stayed quiet to the woman who trusted her voice more than she feared the consequences. And that's what sovereignty feels like. Calm, clear, confident. You stop needing to prove. You start choosing to be. So if you're feeling drained, overlooked, or afraid to speak your truth, this invitation is for you. Set the boundary, reclaim your energy, and rise into sovereignty. Because peace is the prerequisite for power. And alignment, that's ultimate luxury. Drop a comment. What boundary are you ready to set? And if you want more support on this journey, join our free school community, Awakened and Limitless, where we work on this together. The link is in the description. Thanks for being here. I'll see you next time.